Hey there, my trading tigers, and welcome to the stock trading recap end of the day, October 7th. I'm Sasha Evdokov, and I'm going to zip and zap you through the latest stock trading ideas of what's going on in the market. So let's get going. All right, taking a look at the Dow 30, I want to show you that it's been doing a pattern of 2 ticks down and 1 tick up, 2 down, 1 up, 2 down, 1 up. And probably will continue this pattern until we test some critical levels. Now, what's happening in the market, you're probably hearing the news, is all this government shutdown and things like that, all kinds of nonsense. But the thing what you have to trade is trade your trade. You don't just trade the market, you don't just trade the news. You have to trade your trade in the position that you're in. So always stick to your trade and your trading plan. Taking a look at the S&P for some of those professionals out there. Again, the same principle applies. We've had a few down days here to start off with, hitting those highs at that 1730 mark, and a few down days, 1 up day. A few down days, 1 up, few down, 1 up, and today again was a down day. Now on the S&P we're down 15 points, which is a pretty good significant number, and on the Dow we were down this 136 points. I'm looking for it to retest a critical level, and for the S&P I'm going to guess it's going to go right here at this point right now. Is at the 1670 level. It tested it a couple days ago at the low of 1670.36. Now again, we can retest that and we can break through it depending on the volume. Now for the volume, I like to use the spiders, and the spiders are a tenth of the S&P. So if the S&P is 167, then just multiply that times 10, and you get your S&P. Okay, so here I'm looking for it to retest probably this level over here, and I watch the volume right here at this lower level. So you see more volume to the downside at the moment. The only time it was the upside was over here when it made its almost highs, and then we went the next day and it started to tumble down. But since then we've had down ticks, and they've been higher on the volume to the downside rather than the volume to the upside. The upside volume was lower on each of the days following up, so the trend is moving to the downside. Pretty easy to see. Now running through some stocks, let's just do some quickies. Let me show you some of the things I predict and what I project. But again, you trade the trade and not so much the market. But we're right here, we're at this level. If we break it past this level, we should probably hit this swing point over here somewhere at, let's say, 1630. Okay, so that's just a guess, that's a predicament. You don't know what's going to happen. You trade the trade. If you get in it right when it breaks this, as it goes down, just take some off and continue taking shares off until you hit your own trading strategy, trading edge. Okay, let's take a look real quickly at Tesla. What's been going on. So again, it hit its highs over here, doing retesting on this level in this region. Bounced off, and now we're playing around in this area. Perfect time to do some iron condor or calendar spreads, depending on the volatility and stuff like that, and how you're averaging your portfolio. But it's a good time because it's bouncing around this areas, and then you're able to adjust whether it goes higher or lower. Then we have Facebook staying above that $50 level, and zooming in on the 30-minute chart here, you can see that we tested below the 50 a couple times over here a few days ago, but it's trying to stay above the 50, and I would use the 50 as a good support line because a lot of people do. So you have to make sure that you're watching that 50. Amazon, looking at Amazon for today, it's breaking below this area right here and pushing to the downside, $9. That's a huge move for Amazon. Leaders, this is a leader stock. The leader's pushing down. What do you think the market's doing? The market's pushing down. Same thing's happening, right? Google, the same thing. Pushing to the downside, $6. Not anything heavy like Amazon, but still, it's pushing to that downside. Watching this level over here at this 845 level. Again, moving lower. Okay, Apple. Apple over here. Descending trendline pattern, struggling to get over the 500 level. People go back and forth on this one with me, and I'm still bearish and in the bearish camp, and I'm going to say it proudly. I'm bearish on the stock until it can clear this 500 level with nice solid volume. Today I'll show you the action on why. I will explain my reasoning to you. Now if you're bullish, fine, fantastic. That's great. That's what makes a market. That's what makes stocks move up and down. Right here, it opened up higher, had a nice trending pattern to the upside. It was moving up. Okay, we had this little support line right here, and then all of a sudden we sold off towards the end. Now leaders, they don't sell off at the end. Leaders move higher and push further higher into the end of the day. This is not pushing higher. Yes, it did end higher in value compared to some of the other stocks, but there's a lot of opening gaps here. So I don't see it creating a solid pattern yet, until it can clear that 500 level. When it does, I'll change my mind and I'll say, okay, it's a bullish one for me. And I'll trade them and play them how I see them. I don't have to stick to one side or the other because their technology is great or their iPad is great or their iPhone is great. I trade the stock as it is and I trade my trade. And that's what you should be doing. Don't fall in love with the stock. Trade the trade accordingly. All right, so that's my recap. That's what I've been watching. That's what I've been seeing. Watching the end of the day. Again, look at the overall market. Does this look healthy? No, definitely not. And we may see things pick up when things hit, right around this region, and it may bounce, and then you might have a nice bounce, a nice long run. But right now, things really are in this channel region. Let's look at the weekly. Watching the weekly, look what's happening over here. Okay, let me take that down. Look, you got this kind of consolidation pattern happening. This rectangle, this channel is being created. Look, we went down here, back up. We went down here, back up. We're going down again. So we're retesting things. Now, yes, of course you can look at things kind of like this. They're going to the upside, and like that channel is kind of going to the upside. But overall, it's not looking as healthy to me yet. Okay, and things can change in a blink of an eye. But remember, it takes more than just one day to make a trend. It takes more than one day. But looking at the daily right here, just on the Dow itself, the picture, the movement, the action, right now, for the moment, depending on your time view, is it's not looking to the upside. It's pretty simple. Look, right here, downside, right? All right, so that's my thought for the day. That's the daily recap. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're trading fantastically. I want you to get this. I want you to understand this. You want to figure out a strategy, and I love hearing from all of you. So if you want me to evaluate a stock, if you have any investment questions, just go ahead, shoot me an email from my website at TRADERSFLY.com, because that's where all the good stuff's happening. Go over there, sign up to my newsletter. I send out free trainings. I want you to get this information. It's just my way to contribute back. So go ahead, share the video if you liked it. Spread the wealth. Thanks again for watching, and remember to do what you love, contribute to others, and most importantly, live life abundantly. All right, thanks again. See you next time.